What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. I hope everyone's having an amazing day today. But in today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 things that I hate about the new Dodge Durango 392 SRT. So yes, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I hate the most about the new Dodge Durango 392 SRT. Now, before you unsubscribe, dislike, report for spam, this is a great vehicle. I don't hate the vehicle as a whole, but with that being said, all vehicles do have some downsides. And with that being said, I'm going to be talking about the 5 downsides and the 5 things that I hate about the new Dodge Durango 392 SRT. But first, I gotta show you guys a really cool Easter egg that I just found on this new Durango. So take a look at this. I found a really cool display in the Dodge Durango infotainment system. You can actually see there is a demon logo that you can have in the infotainment system, and it looks really cool. So the first thing that I hate about the all-new Dodge Durango 392 SRT is how rough the ride is. You know, this is a luxury SUV. You're paying about $70,000 or $80,000 brand new for one, and the ride is so stiff. And the ride is stiff because it is a muscle car. You gotta remember, you're not just buying a luxury SUV, you are buying a muscle car as well. So with that being said, they're gonna have to stiffen up the suspension to make it handle that much better. So I do not recommend buying this vehicle if you are looking for a smooth ride the whole time, because this vehicle is kind of meant for the drag strip as well. There is a launch mode. You can even tell that the steering is actually pretty precise considering how heavy it is. But with that being said, you're gonna have to sacrifice some comfiness while driving. So that is the first thing that I hate about the new Dodge Durango. Okay, so the second thing that I hate the most about the new Dodge Durango SRT is the lack of sportiness. Now, you might see we have the red Brembo calipers, we have the 392 on the side, we have the Hellcat hood, we have the SRT badge on the front, we have a big mean grille. But when we come to the side and come to the back, it kind of just looks like a normal rent-a-car Durango. Now, I think this is kind of unfortunate because you do pay that $70,000 or $80,000 for this vehicle and you are buying an SRT. So I think they could have really just done something with the back here. Maybe put a little bit cooler of a diffuser. I know that my Jeep SRT actually has SRT right here on the back, but this plastic just seems a little bit cheap to me for the price you are paying. Also, these exhaust pipes are pretty standard. Also on my Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, we have the big ones, but this is just pretty standard for the Durango. Also, this hitch cover and this look at this. Look how flimsy this is. You're paying 80 grand for a vehicle. I want this to be carbon fiber. Let me know if you agree with me down in the comments below. It does just kind of look like a normal Durango from this angle, minus the 392 and the red brake calipers, but anyone can put 392 and paint their calipers red. Don't get me wrong, I still love the design of the Durango, but I just think they should step it up for the price they're making you pay. From the front though, it is a killer. This front is absolutely perfected. You can see just how girthy this SRT really is. Like I said, we have all the vents in the front. We have the Hellcat hood. It looks really good. And also this SRT badge up here really tops it off. Once you see this in your rearview mirror, you know you're in trouble. It's about minus 500 out, so let me show you the interior and show you the third thing that I hate about the Dodge Durango SRT. Okay, so the third thing that I hate the most about this new Dodge Durango is going to have to be the interior quality. Now, it's a fairly good looking interior, but check this out. The whole upper dash is all plastic. Why is this all plastic? When I'm paying $80,000 for a vehicle, make this like leather or carbon fiber, Alcantara or suede. I don't want plastic all throughout my vehicle. Also, if you go down here, it's all cheap plastic. Now, this is typical of Dodge. I don't really expect anything more, but with the price they're making you pay for this vehicle, I do want to see some extra quality. That even continues to where the infotainment system is. You can just hear how cheap this plastic really is. And when I go to the side, you can see we don't have any real carbon fiber. It's all just a plastic weave all the way around the vehicle. And when you're paying this much for the vehicle, come on, throw in some carbon fiber, man. What I can say that is great about this interior is they've carried the SRT wheel over into this Durango. This SRT wheel is really nice. It feels really good in your hand, nice and thick. It is leather wrapped with white stitching, and it's really nice. What I really like about this interior is the seats. I really like the SRT embroidered into the seats, and you can see the seats are almost full Alcantara with some leather on the side. But this brings me in to the fourth thing that I dislike the most about this vehicle. They've kept this shift lever. Now, this shift lever in the past has been known to cause a lot of problems, especially in the Hellcats. Since it's electronic, people have had a lot of problems with them. If you guys remember the WK2 Jeep SRT pre-facelift, it actually had the same gear lever as what's in this. But in 2017, when they upgraded to the WK2 facelift, they actually took out this gear lever and put in just a standard regular one that works perfectly fine. Now, I'm not sure why they didn't do that in the new Durango. I've seen a lot of reviews and people have a lot of trouble with these electronic gear levers, but it's kind of curious how they didn't decide to change it. Not a big deal, but just something I thought I'd point out. Now, the last thing that I hate about the Durango SRT is going to be a controversial one, but it's going to be the price. I've talked about it the whole video. I think the price is too high for what they're actually delivering. But now you got to consider that for 80 grand, what else are you going to get with almost 500 horsepower and the 6 seats? You see, this is where they really have this section covered of the market. There's not going to be too many other vehicles out there that deliver this amount of performance and coolness that actually has 6 seats. If you want the high performance Escalade, it's going to run you about $120,000 or $130,000 Canadian. And then what else really is there to choose from? There's really nothing else in this category that you're going to be able to get for that $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 range. So you're going to have to go right to the Durango SRT 392. I think this is why they do kind of put the cheaper plastics in this vehicle and they don't really spice up the interior, is because they have this section of the market purely covered with the Durango SRT. Ford doesn't make a high performance 6-seater. Chevy doesn't. I know they have the Tahoe, and then there is the Denali for GMC, but the Denalis I think are about $110,000 or $120,000 as well. This is kind of your only option for a high performance 6-seater that is really fun to drive. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think the Durango SRT 392 is overpriced? Let me know down below. Overall, this is a really great vehicle, and like I said, it's one of your only options for a muscle SUV that can carry 6 people. Like I said in my previous video, you can take the whole family to the drag strip, you can take them to go get groceries, take them on a skiing trip, you can do anything. Is there anything else you guys dislike about the Durango? Let me know down below. I want to know your guys' thoughts. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We got a lot more content coming, especially this spring. We're going to have so many supercars, and it's just going to be insane. So if you guys like that kind of thing, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. It really helps me out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.